got it. Okay.
Hi, Lizette. Thank you for accepting to give us this interview. And I would like to ask you, could you tell us a bit more about you?
Well, I'm originally from Colombia. I did my bachelor's in geology in Universidad Nacional de Colombia in Bogotá. And after that, I moved to the US for my master's and PhD. I did that in micropaleontology. I started micropaleontology since I was undergrad. So it has been a journey now. I know that's basically what I'm micropaleontologist and mostly biostratigrapher.
Okay, that's good, because now the next question is, what do you like in micropaleontology?
What I like the most about micropaleontology is that with very tiny creatures, you can actually tell so many things about the environment. You can tell the temperature, you can tell the bathymetry, but not only that, you can track that through many millions of years, and they're just so cute and fascinating to me. And not only what I like, I mean, I like foraminiferal, but I like when we can actually combine different tools, micropaleontological tools, when you can combine pollen, for example, and nanofossils, and you reconstruct not only the age model, but you can also see how the environment changed through time. That's absolutely fascinating. It's kind of like, it's like opening a Pandora box. You don't know what is going to happen, but you know that it's going to be fun. Or not, if you don't have any fossils, but it's still very, very fun.
Thank you. And a bit about what you did, what you do, or future plans.
What I did, well, I told you before, I started as an undergrad doing foraminifera. And then I did my master, my PhD in foraminifera as well, but applying in a different kind of set. So one was paleoenvironmental and paleobathymetric tracking, and the other one was paleoceanography. I fell in love with paleoceanography. I think that's what I enjoyed the most. But because I had quite a background, I ended up doing biostratigraphy for oil and industry. And that has been pretty much my career lately, well, in the last 10 plus years. And that's what I do. Basically, right now, I do biostratigraphy, mostly applied biostratigraphy. Not only for oil and gas, now I have been considering is also projects that even involve hydrogeology when they are kind of drilling for groundwater. So and you can see right now that biostratigraphy can be applied in so many different ways, at least for the industry, not only for oil and gas, but also for water and prospecting. So that's what I kind of doing. My future plans, well, I moved recently to Europe, and that was kind of like trying to find new environments, trying to figure out a different path for my career that was not only focused toward the industry, but also focused towards the academia, being more involved in academia. So I'm currently serving as a president for the Cushman Foundation for Foraminiferal Research, which is probably the most prestigious foundation for my field. And that has been really, really rewarding because I can actually give back. We are thinking more about how we can support students that are in other countries that maybe don't have the same resources that we have in the US or in Europe. So that kind of comes with what my future plans. I want to be more involved with academia. I want to support more students and give back because I have received a lot, but and I have been so happy in my career. But now it's time to let others to be happy as well.
Was there any role model who inspired you?
Fernando Tallo Serna, that he was my undergrad thesis advisor, and also Herman Duque Caro, because they pretty much put me in the path of micropaleontology. I knew that I wanted to do something in paleontology, but I was very lost in my undergrad times. So they kind of shaped me, I can say in that way. They were my mentors, and I admired them so much. And admired them how disciplined they were, but also how brilliant they were. I'm not sure that I'm up to the level of them still, but they have been my role models, and I always think about them like that. They kind of put me in this path. But I have also other role models that I admire so much, like my mentors in ExxonMobil when I was working, my advisor Jerry Dickens, which is so brilliant as well. So there are so many people that kind of influence your life, and that you admire so much, and you want to become at least a little bit like them.
Well, and talking about inspiration, because at some point I told you that you also inspired me for being Latin in micropaleontology. What would you tell? What would you tell to inspire and empower girls and young women to pursue a career in science or in micropaleontology?
I even do it with my girls. I think science is just so fascinating. Independently if they pursue anything in paleontology or micropaleontology, just the science is always the ground for anything that you want to pursue. Anything that is kind of groundbreaking. I just recently visited even in Dublin, the Guinness, the factory where they make the beer. And they have a quote about science. And basically, they started to hire the best chemists in UK and also in Ireland, trying to figure out how to make the best beer. And that's all about science. And it's the same with micropaleontology or any kind of other industry. If you really want to go into groundbreaking, science is what you need. You need to understand what you are doing. You need to observe. You need to do the experiment. You need to fail, become successful. So, and that's how actually life is. So, I say to those girls, if they really like science, just continue. They will find their path. I wanted to do dinosaurs at that time, but there were not that many studies in dinosaurs in Colombia when I started. And my mentors kind of saw me that I could do something micropaleontology. So let others also to help you, to shape you, and enjoy the ride. I think it's for scientists that really like what they do. It's just mostly because it's like treasure hunting. So you can just go and find something and just start digging more, and then you go, oh, this is this, and I can do this with that, and I can talk to someone, and we can find something bigger. I think that's what I like about science, and I think some more like girls and even boys, they will see it. It's just like being a kid over and over again.
Well, Lizette, thank you very much for your time and sharing with us your experience.
Thank you.